Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live market profile analysis. And today is 25th of January, the monthly expiry before the budget. You must have seen something brand new. I'm just experimenting with this tool avatar, just to give you, just to add some more interactivity. Okay, so let me just share my screen. And today is 25th, one of those monthly expiry and very important today. So let me just quickly go to the market profile chart and we will look at, what's the overall price action getting formed. So what happened yesterday? Let me just zoom in a bit. Now, okay, where's my pointer? Okay, so 43,000 is the level of importance, which I shared yesterday. And what we see is we opened, around those levels. You know, it spent some time, but it was developing sideways. So this is what I was sharing yesterday. If you missed yesterday's video or the previous video, just look at that. One of the area which I shared was, if we expect a sort of bounce back or, a sort of accumulation in this zone, be ready either for a breakout, on the upside or a breakout on the downside. And, what happened is this scenario, worked out pretty well. Okay. So we had a, good look above 43,000 and fail, and, we were still continuing lower. We also had this zone where sellers were trapped, there were trapped sellers, and, it cleared those lows and, around the value of Friday. So the Friday the 20th, that is this profile. In this value is where, we found some acceptance and, supply shut off, and then, we had a sort of a reversal. And the auction overall closed within the Mondays. So this is Monday's range and it closed, in the Monday's range. So what is this telling me? Okay, so first of all, this does indicate that yes, supply is present at 43,000 level. There are a lot of short seller positions or short Cs, created around this. I'll share it with the options data. But yeah, so a lot of short positions created here. And 42,500 is where a lot of buyers have accumulated their position. So 500, 600, and 700. So this entire zone is the zone where a lot of buyers are present, and 43,000 and above, 42,800 to 43,000. So this 200-point range is where sellers are there. This 200-point range is where buyers are there. So, a good situation or, a scenario awareness, which you should have if you're trading from the intraday perspective. Secondly is, there are single prints, there is a single print here and there is a single print here. There was also one more single print around this level, which got filled. So this is where, I'm expecting a sort of a retracement and, see if sellers do come in or, do we accumulate or, around this particular zone. Okay. So overall, for me, what I see is we have a poor low. This is a market profile concept. So we have a poor low, and odds are higher that we will be clearing and tagging the 42,500 levels today. If this does not happen, then expect a dull, boring day, an expiry, today, because 200 points above and 200 points below is where a lot of buyers and sellers, they've already created their positions. So what I mean by that is, let me just quickly, open the options data, and, it will provide you some more clarity. Okay. So what we see here clearly is, 43,000, 42,900, and 42,800. These are the areas where a lot of sellers, in terms of Cs have created their positions. 42,600, 42,500, 42,400 is where a lot of put positions have been created. So 42,700 is the level of equilibrium where equal change in OI or, equal number of contracts have been created. So this is a straddle position, and 43,300 to 42,500, this is a strangle position. Okay. So this is where, the players, the sellers, who are the option writers, they have created positions and they are only interested in premium erosion. So we can expect a choppy nature, just going up and down. So that's what, currently I'm prepared for. Yesterday, despite of having, Fin Nifty expiry, today being Wednesday, today is the Bank Nifty expiry. I'm still a bit focused and see, if we open, so odds are higher that we might open with a gap down. Maybe we can be below 42,500 or, around this level. So, 42,500 for me is an immediate reference compared to 43,000. And we will look at some of the data. So let me just quickly go through that. Okay, so what are the overall global markets telling me is, so Dow Jones is pretty flat. There are just okay, let me change the color. Yeah, so we are pretty flat. Yeah, so Dow Jones is flat, Nikkei is flat. We are seeing Hang Seng, which is a bit positive, which has worked positive, and it's still currently trading in the positive zone. Rest also, apart from Hang Seng, the DJI and the Dow Jones Index and the Nikkei, the Japan market and the US market, they are all pretty flat. So that's okay. So don't have any short or long bias. I'm prepared for the day in terms of where the overall auction is going to happen. From the inventory perspective, so what what I clearly see is, there are good amount of short positions created. So this is where a lot of sellers are there, and this is the zone where, if the auction reaches, then we might expect responsive selling, and then we can expect a sort of price action to go down. So for me, this is the zone where a lot of sellers are present. And let me just zoom out a bit. So this is the area, this is the selling zone. If the price goes here, then I'm expecting a sort of a responsive selling. On the lower end, so 40 to 500 again. So this is where, the shorts are trapped. This is where there are a lot of trap shorts. And if you open a gap down, so 40 to 500 is where. So 40 to 500, and this is 40 to 350. So this for me is a choppy zone, and we can expect a sideways sort of a expiry today. So very interesting and learning day for me today, and see how the overall price and the overall auction is getting developed. Okay. So yeah, so stay tuned, and just ending the session for today. And yeah, let's see how the overall market develops. Take care, and just observe the levels which I have shared. So thank you, and bye for now.